Jeff Lacy fought Roy?
Right before that. It was the fight before that. It was the fight before that.
The King of the Hook fight.
Yeah, Captain Hook versus Left Hook. And
yeah.
I didn't want that fight. I didn't want that fight for Jeff. I didn't.
I'm sure he probably didn't want to.
Me and Jeff was amateurs together and roommates. He had been wanting to fight Roy since like 1998.
Damn, really?
That's the fight he wanted. I didn't want it for him. I'm gonna get him. I said, okay.
That was
I made the fight.
You match made that fight.
I called Roy, told Roy he wanted it, had Jeff on the phone. Fight got made.
How does that feel when two of your friends match up like that?
I hate it.
Cause they both your boys. Y'all tight.
I hate
tight with both. Are they tight?
No.
So they not homies at all.
No.
They never knew each other before.
No,
they just
Jeff
want that fight.
Jeff, I don't think it's Roy as much as it is Lacy. Lacy like, fuck that. And Lacy's like,
really?
Yeah, Lacy don't fool with him. I stay out of that.
Well, that fight, man. Was,
yeah.
Whew.
Yeah.
Roy put on a show that
yeah,
fight.
Yeah, he did. And I never wanted that fight for Lacy. I just never did. To us, you know, to me that was one of them fights that was just like.
Roy, honestly, is arguably one of the best athletes I've ever seen.
Oh, he's the best boxing athlete, the best guy ever.
I'm talking about athlete round around.
Yeah, I mean he's the best athlete I've ever laid my eyes on. Period.
That's what
and
I'm
I've been around some good athletes.
Name somebody more athletic than him.
You could say there's some, but
who? Bo Jackson.
Johnson.
Prime time, I would say, is another one.
Yeah,
but other than that, Roy got to be the most athletic person.
Gifted athlete. Yeah, gifted.
Yeah, gifted.
He's an athlete that happened to be a fighter.
Yep.
And Shane Mosley was an athlete that happened to be. He was a fighter that happened to be an athlete.
Honestly, Roy probably could have played 3 or 4 different sports.
Yeah.
But he chose boxing. So I would say Roy is probably the greatest athlete. Yeah. Him, Primetime Sanders, Bo Jackson that I've seen.
But I think that if I had to pick one of those athletes to fight for my life, it'd definitely be Roy.
Of course.
Definitely be Roy.
Of course, but I'm saying, why did Jeff want the fight so bad?
He was the dude. There's a photo of all of us together.
Mm-hmm. Before y'all?
No, there's a photo of all of us, all the fighters out of Florida together.
Oh, okay.
Roy, have you ever seen it?
No.
I think I have it somewhere. No, my phone is out there.
So it's more like a King of Florida thing.
He's one of the kings.
I'm saying the fight.
He is in the picture. He is the king.
Okay, he got on the crown.
Even with Tarver in the picture and everybody else, he's still the king.
Well, out of Florida, he's the
most dominant fighter ever.
Out of Florida, yeah.
One of the most dominant fighters ever. His dominance is as good as again.
During his era, nobody, no denying it.
He did what none of these other guys have done after him.
Went to heavyweight, won it.
Nah. He was undisputed. He was undisputed champion. You ain't have to just say he's the man because you say he's the man. He made sure he was the man. He had all the straps. Tell me who did that in this current era. Let's go back to my era with Mayweather and them. None of them did it. He did it. He was truly king of the hill.
That was a special era, man.
Yeah. Well, that's why I was so adamant about trying to win all the titles. For me, Winky Wright, king of the hill.
Mm-hmm.
We got multiple guys that was king of the hill. Tony Tarver, king of the hill. Glenn Johnson, king of the hill.
Winky is very interesting to me because he started his career where he got a lot of popularity overseas. And then he came here and was making money and people didn't understand it because they didn't understand the following he had overseas. It was thick, man.
Let me tell you something. I'm guilty. Winky's one of my favorite people. My daughter Jade, my youngest daughter, has been in love with Winky Wright since she was 3. She's been crushing on him since she was 3. I love him. Sit down, little girl, somewhere. And there's a picture of me, Jeff, Winky Wright, and Evander Holyfield. Me and Jeff was amateurs.
Damn.
Can you imagine that picture? Me, Winky Wright was WBO champion. Holyfield had just beat Tyson, and me and Jeff was fighting trying to get to the Olympics. Wow. Tell me that ain't some seriousness.
That's some history right there.
And I thought, man, Winky ain't no puncher. If you ain't no puncher, I really ain't want to watch you. And I didn't, man. If you want to knock out artist, you didn't finish the show. And one day somebody said, you got to watch Winky box. Watch what he does to guys. And as I watched him one day, I'm like, wow. And I turned off the sound because people they talk down about Winky.
Yeah.
I turned the sound down and I realized the dominance that this guy invoked on people. He was just so dominant. And I'm like, I told him, well, I hate you. I hate that you that good. I hated you that good. And I hated you that good. And I didn't see it.
Yeah, Winky reminds me of like the Tim Duncan of boxing.
Consistent.
He shut down everything with fundamentals, man.
Consistent. That straight. The only thing that was, even that straight.
Can't stop it.
No, you can't stop that straight front leg.
Yup. And you know what he gonna do, but you can't.
You can't stop it, man. And to love somebody the way, respect somebody the way I respect Winky Wright. Do I respect all the guys that came out of Florida with me? Because I know we had to go through to get there. We was from Florida. They weren't feeling us like that. You know what I'm saying?
Between the boxing fans?
They were the community, the boxing community as a whole. You know, because other than Roy, you know, you got Roy, then you got heavyweight Ray Mercer is from Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Then you got all these guys. We had to fight for our respect. So for me, I feel like I'm a part of one of the most respected. At one point, Florida dominated boxing in such a manner.
Well, you had Roy, Antonio,
Randall Bailey.
Mercer was doing well. Randall Bailey.
Smoke Gainer won titles.
Nate Campbell.
You had Vince
Winky
Phillips.
Wright. Oh, I forgot about Vince Phillips from Florida, right?
Yeah, Pensacola.
Vince, he was living in Vegas.
Three of the guys that are all time badasses from Florida came out of Roy Jones Jr.'s camp, basically.
Wait, Vince came out of Roy?
Yeah,
Vince whooped what's the dude?
Costa Zoo.
Costa Zoo ass.
Yeah, man. So you know, Florida.
He was like 50 when he did that.
He was older. He was a little older, and
he was about. I'm 40. I'm 41. He's about our age now. Vince was probably in his 40s.
I have to see, but I know Vince had struggled with dope and everything up to that point.
Really?
Dude,
I know about that.
Right hand, he would fire that right hand and tear your head off with it. The best right hand in boxing.
Because I remember when he fought Hatton, they called him a miniature Rocky Marciano.
Yeah, he could fight.
Yeah. And he was probably about 50 then.
He was old.
And I'm not even saying this.
At 40 years old, I walked up to Vince Phillips and hit him. Mm-hmm. His body was like hitting a wall. I'm like, and they always talked about his drug past, this and another. Vince Phillips' body was that of a god.
That's right. I remember he put Pachito Bajada out of business. He hit him with like 1,200 punches or something.
No, the one Pachito Bajada he got.
Who was it he put out of business?
Costa Zoo, he changed.
No, it's another one he put out of business, man. He hit this dude with like 1,100 punches.
I don't know if he was a monster.
Who else was down in Florida with you? Tell me some stories of Florida fighters. Like
David Santos, who was a contender.
Right.
We used to be sparring partners. I learned so much from Diamond Dave. But man, I mean, you had me, Jeff Lacy, you had Randall Bailey. Berto and Keith Thurman was kids.
Oh my gosh, I wasn't even thinking of this generation.
They was kids under us. They was JOs behind me and Jeff.
So you used to see them alive?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, they didn't want me to. Berto, look, man, you talking. I remember when Berto was a JO. I remember when Keith was a JO.
Damn.
Jeff was 17, we were teammates.
What were they like in the amateurs?
They were good kids, man. Berto was always so quiet and respectful and mannerable. Keith was always the same. And he had a trainer's name was Ben Getty. Ben Getty loved Keith. He always said that Keith was going to be champion.
Really?
Yeah, he died. He died some years before Keith turned pro, I think.
Did you ever train with Ben Getty?
I went over and sparred one of his fighters.
Okay.
I had to go over and beat the hell out of this kid named Gabriel Crizon. And Gabriel, Carlos D. The Tuesday night fights had this one of these monster boxing series. Mm-hmm. And Carlos Diaz was one of those guys that came through the amateurs with me. We fought in the amateurs. Dude, God bless him, he had a heart attack some months. Me and Edna Cherry fought in the amateurs.
Wow. See, that's what I'm saying, man. That's it was boxing popping off in Florida. Yeah, that's a
you had boxing popping off in Florida, man. You walk in any gym to get that smoke. You can walk.
Not to go back though, it wasn't Pachito Bajada, it was Nicky Escovedo.
Oh, Nick Escovedo, yeah.
Yeah, that's why Nicky Escovedo over Pachito Bajada. Yeah, but he hit him with like
everything.
I want to say 1,100, 1,200.
I thought he was gonna kill him.
It was something crazy.
Yeah. But you got to remember, just think about this. Imagine me. I was a kid, the guy coming up in my 20s. I walk into a gym, and I had the longest bag that they made. And because I had a good job at Winn-Dixie, I bought a lot of gear. I would go put stereos in cars, and I take that money and and buy gear. So I walk into the gym and be like, y'all sparring today? Which I didn't know was disrespectful. Anybody working today? You know, I walk in, dude, you better be glad I ain't bring my gear today. I'm like, what you need? And zip that bag open. You gotta talk to Jeff Portis about this. I zipped that bag open. I had like large head gears. I had like face guards, mouthpieces, jump ropes, gloves.
Mouthpiece with a pot of boiling.
Yeah,
so
dude. I had a plastic container. I had a plastic container and bottles of water just in case you need to mold your mouthpiece. If the gym ain't have a microwave, I'd get in the car, put you in the car, whatever. However you need to do it, I want to get that work. And I walk in, I'd be the smallest guy. 126, 139 pounds I fought between 132 and 39 amateurs. But I was never bigger than 39, ever bigger than that. And so Florida was a hotbed of boxing, man. You was getting it, man. And I did it the hard way. I walked on. I was like a walk-on.
What was Jeff Lacy like coming up? Cause man,
Strong, real strong.
I remember I saw him at
Quentin Smith. There was a guy
Foxwoods.
There's a kid named Quentin Smith that got Jeff in the amateurs. Quentin was a monster.
Stronger than Jeff? Cause Jeff I was at Foxwoods.
A friend of mine stopped Jeff.
Really?
At 17, he stopped Jeff. Hit Jeff. He got the video on VHS, nigga. That's how That's his prized possession.
Cause this why
he hit Jeff with a left hook.
And stop
before the bell stopped chiming.
With left hook.
And Don said, man, he hit me so hard. He said hit me so hard with a jab, it scared me. He said Jeff hit him. Said that 17-year-old boy hit him so hard. See, Don was a grown man. Me and Don about the same age.
Right.
And Jeff hit him. Boom. He said he hit him and heard him say Jeff came in and he just fired left hook. He said Jeff happened to be there.
Man, listen.
You get knocked out by anybody in Florida at one point.
Yeah.
White boys.
But Jeff had him spooked. Foxwood, 2003.
Dude walked out.
He had a fight. Dude left.
Yeah, got on the bus and went on.
I was there and I saw him get on the bus and left. And they had to find somebody else. I ain't never seen
it. Wasn't 2003. It wasn't 2003. It was before that.
It was about 2002, 2003.
2001 because Jeff went pro after the Olympics. Yeah, it was, dude, that one of his first early fights.
I know it's somewhere around there.
Jeff hit me one day holding.
Left.
Jeff hit me holding mitts one day.
Right.
Boom. I said, all right, tighten that shot up.
In the face.
Clean. Boom. I said, tighten that shot up. He said, you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. And everybody like, I'm like, dude, we hit each other in Florida sometimes. It happens. Dude,
what did he catch you with? It
was straight right here. Okay. All of it the same.
Really?
Jeff could punch with either hand, but his left hook was so vaunted, but he could hit with either hand. Do you know Jeff Lacy is the reason that I curl my hook when I punch? Because I didn't curl my hook when I punch. I hit you with like this.
Because he get his bicep in it. He get that bicep.
Get all it. And that's why I threw my hook this day. He showed me how to do that.
Jeff left hook.
Lacy. I said, if I'm gonna listen to him, yeah. Me and him was roommates in the amateur. We went to Colorado together. He was 189, had me 165. I was 147. On the plane, get off the plane, your body swell up.
Yeah.
We drank water and ran, and that fluid in your body, we drank water and ran. Literally, we was just about at weight in 2 days. We was at weight in 2 days.
So he dropped 20 and you dropped 20. Yeah, y'all
dropped 20. I dropped
21.
15. But we dropped 5. We dropped 7. We dropped 7 running. We dropped 7 running that day and dropped another 7 and 8 day running. So much fluid, because of high altitude, our bodies.
Damn.
I mean, we had 2 weeks, but it was 2 weeks out though.
Those is crazy. So you was there at Foxwood?
No.
When the guy left? He told your story?
Yeah.
I seen the dude. He said, I was in the hotel lobby and I'm like, why he carrying his suitcase? Walk out the door, got in the cab. I was like, yo, he's like, I'm out of here.
Dude, Jeff was.
I'm out. He got in the cab and left.
Jermaine Taylor came up with me.
Jermaine Taylor out of Arkansas though, right?
Dude,
yeah.
I was in 2000 cycle, so I was with the guys, a lot of guys that was there.
But I'm talking about Florida. Florida was deep.
Yeah, Florida was deep, dude. There was a white dude, this is an old white guy, said, why you only got the white boys on your team down there in Florida? Everybody's either Spanish or black. I said, well, if Leroy don't get you, Julio will. He said, huh? I said,
¿Qué pasó?
Yeah. Dude, these kids come out of these orange groves and these strawberry fields. These kids got a reason to fight. Yeah. You had to fight. These kids wanted out. And
you got strawberry fields in Florida?
Yeah, there's a big strawberry. One of the biggest strawberry festivals in the world is right there in Plant City, outside of Plant City.
Okay. Okay.
Dude, you get strawberries like the flats for like $5. Like, yeah. Like they're giving them strawberries away down there sometimes. But they have a big strawberry festival.
Okay.
But
We're
Florida's,
not talking
man.
about Florida.
Yeah, Florida's the spot, man. I mean, it's just so much going on. So much, it was so much agriculture. So you got a lot of Mexican kids. The parents are sharecroppers.
Gotcha.
And
Sharecroppers, they still got that going on?
yeah, that's what
That practice is still
I don't know
going
if they.
Is it like under that name?
No, but that's the.
That's what it is.
That's what it,
technically.
yeah, because they ain't making no real money. They feeding their kids and
Right.
working the land, and you know, Ed and Cherry come out of that orange area down there, Arcadia area down there. You know, much love to Ed and Cherry, man. He had a heart attack in training camp some months back, and I don't understand it. It gets always in superb condition, but Ed and Cherry is one of them guys that's always been a solid guy. From the amateurs, a solid guy.
So give me your top 5 out of Florida.
Lacy-Jones.
Well, we already know he don't even count because he on another level.
Winky Wright.
Give me the top 5 without Roy.
Winky Wright, Tony Tarver. Man, so many. Randall Bailey, best puncher in history. One of the best punchers in history. Tony Tarver,
Winky Wright.
Randall Bailey, and not in that order.
No, just top.
Not in that order.
Not in order.
Vince Phillips. Oh man, could he crack?
A lot of people sleeping on Vince Phillips too, man.
Ray Mercer.
Mercer. Yeah, what is it about Florida boys and punching power? Now, everybody you name knock a motherfucker through a brick wall. Ray Mercer, knock a motherfucker through a brick wall. Randall Bailey, I seen him kill
Me and Randall spar one time. He hit me. Randall hit me. I said, motherfucker. I never forget when he hit me. John Davis said, why you put Nate in with Randall? Say, oh, Nate gonna make Randall box, gonna make Randall fight. And for the next 2 or 3 rounds, me and Randall was like, it was ugly. It was that thing going on. We never sparred again.
What is about Florida fighters that make? Oh wait, hold on. Let me go back to this before that question. Why y'all never spar anymore?
Dude,
That was gonna kill each other.
Yeah, Ron Johnson.
That was gonna wreck each other.
We'd have wrecked each other. We do because I can punch, he can punch, and people think, oh, Nate can't punch. Let me hit you. Let me hit you. But I'm a dog in the sense that I'm gonna make you fight me. There is no. You're gonna have to hurt me to stop me. You gotta. And Randall, dude hit me. I thought my neck had disappeared into my shoulders, bro.
Oh, he gave you one of them. He pushed the spine.
On top of the head, boom.
He pushed the shit in like
Boom.
training.
And he hit me, boom. And the look I gave him when he hit me, I bit down on that mouthpiece and said, come on. And the whole gym was like, ooh. And it turned into something totally different.
Yeah.
And because we like brothers, we fight like that. We fought like that. And Randall can box. People don't know Randall Bailey can box. He's a smooth boxer. He was giving me that first round, he was giving me I'm thinking all he can do is punch. But he was giving me a check. Hold on.
What is it about Florida fighters that all y'all could punch though?
I don't know, man. Something in the water, I guess. I mean, cause every one of
Training or special training. And I mean, it's all parts of Florida because Roy from up there from
Pensacola, I'm in Jacksonville.
You in Jacksonville.
Randall's down south. Ray Mercer's from Jacksonville, also born in Jacksonville. But you got Ed and Cherry from over in the Tampa area. He
Where
could punch.
Winky from?
Winky from St. Pete. Winky wasn't a puncher.
St. Pete.
But Winky wasn't a puncher.
Hey.
But he can hurt you.
He wanted to punch
He can hurt you.
He kept motherfuckers back. He kept Tito Trinidad.
Yes, he did. He
you
keep you honest.
To keep somebody
keep you
off.
honest. He keep you. He has respectable power. But I mean, when you talking about that abusive power, you talking about Randall Bailey, probably the best 140-pound puncher ever. Probably the best 140-pound puncher ever, bar none. He probably punched as good as. He probably punched better than 90 guys you name. Randall was a bigger puncher.
At 140.
At 140. At 147, he wasn't bad. At 154, he wasn't bad.
At 147, though, you had some abusive punches. Then you talking about your Thomas Hearn. I know who I was thinking of throwing in there. Alexis Aguayo.
He went in Florida.
No, I'm just saying of somebody at that weight that punched hard.
Not at 40. He was better punching at the lower weights.
Okay.
He was better punching at 26, 35. But I'm gonna be honest with you, Randall Bailey could knock you out. He can knock anybody out. Randall Bailey, only guy that I know that hit me hard around the belly in a sparring match was Teddy Reed. Teddy Reed hit me so hard, I heard a low pitch hum and a high pitch squeal at the same time. They was running together like they were doing like a chorus.
Damn, he punched you in the stereo.
He hit me and disconnected something in my spirit. He hit me so hard. And I was such a dollar. Come on in. I never going back to the corner. I told Jeff Buddy, said, but you just got to be more careful.
Got to be more
Got
careful.
to be more careful. That joker hit me, and I was tattooing it. I was giving him all that good stuff, and about 2.5 rounds I was giving it to him. For the next round and a half, he hit me with shots that was so hard on my gloves. I was glad I had my hands up.
Teddy Reed from around your way too,
No,
right?
Teddy from DC.
He from DC, okay.
Teddy Reed. I talked to Teddy. Me and Teddy talked a few months back.
Oh, he up there with
His
Lane.
son, yes, his son is Jimmy Lane.
Jimmy Lane.
All of us in camp together.
Yeah.
And but dude, when you talk about
Well, you at the main events camp, right?
well, I was Buddy McGirt.
Okay.
Buddy McGirt, the trainer of choice. Me, Teddy Reed, Jimmy Lane, Arturo Gotti, Freddie Cadena, Arturo Gotti.
You always say Arturo.
Yeah, I did Arturo.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of us together.
Ivan Robinson.
Ivan went there.
You weren't there.
Angelman Freddie was there.
Angelman Freddie.
Angelman Freddie was there, and him and Arturo was always. They could never come to the gym together.
Damn.
'Cause
What was the beef with him?
Angel stopped Arturo on cuts. Remember?
Yeah.
In a non-title fight, and was trying to get a fight. And I never forget the first day I met Arturo in person. I was in the gym. Me and Angel were in the gym together, and we were roommates actually. He said, walked to Angel on the back, said, "You fucking cocksucker, keep my name out of your mouth." I'm like, whoa.
Wow.
That kind of.
Damn, he went up to Arturo Thunder like that.
No, Arturo went up to Angel.
Oh, Arturo went
Keep
up to
my
Angel.
fucking name out of your mouth, you cocksucker. I'm like, I'm in the gym. I'm in the gym. I'm in the gym hitting mitts. Buddy looked over. I said, "Y'all girls ought to kiss and make up." You know what? You fucking asshole.
How Angel respond to that?
It was, what are you talking about? That kind of thing. I'm like, ooh, this can only go one or two ways. You know what I'm saying? But he was getting ready to fight Mickey Ward the second time.
The second. Was Angel saying anything about him? Like, oh,
Probably to make a fight.
he wanted another fight.
Yeah, he beat him. Angel beat him.
And he wanted another
Yeah,
fight.
won a rematch. But Arturo was on at that point in his life where Angel was in his rearview mirror, really. But I thought it would have been a good fight. I thought it would have been a good fight.
So it would have been a real grudge match.
Yeah, that'd have been. That's the fight I really wanted to see.
Was it that much friction on them at the gym?
Nigga, they couldn't come in the gym together ever. After that day, Buddy told Buddy Angel not to come in the gym. Told Arturo not to come in the gym till this time.
Buddy told Arturo, like, listen,
Yeah, listen.
don't come to the gym.
This when you come to the gym. It was Arturo had just walked in the gym for the first day, but he came in. He hadn't been training yet. He was going to start camp the next day. And Buddy said, "Your time is 12 o'clock. Angel, your time is 10." And at 10:30, at 11:30, 11:45, Angel will be making his way out.
Wow, and this all started over a fight
Over a fight.
that he lost over
Yeah.
cuts.
Yeah, Angel was a bad motherfucker at 130, 135.
Was it just Arturo that was acting like
I don't know if it was-
the Angel have that
Angel wanted to fight, and
But did he have that
Arturo
kind
was the name. Arturo was the name, and Angel wanted to fight. So he's like, if you want to straighten it, fight. If you want to straighten me, fight. You know,
Right.
Angel was at that place. Like, let's get this money. Come on, and that would have been a multi-million dollar. That'd been $1 million fight in that day. So I'm like, dude, I'd see some of the best stuff. I'd see some of the
So
best
they
stuff.
didn't spar each other, none of that.
They didn't even speak to each other, bro. We couldn't go out to meals together. If Angel was going out with Buddy, Arturo wasn't going out with Buddy.
Wow.
And it was that kind of thing.
So they split the camp down the middle.
Well, no, because we wasn't in it like that. I was Angel's roommate. I would give Arturo a hard time. I didn't give a damn. I was gonna say what I was gonna say. What you gonna do? Fight? Yeah, I do it anyway. You know. But I love both guys, and I still love Angel to this day. I hit Angel, gave him 15 stitches in sparring with his head. It was up like this, and I hit him and cut him, and it was a sad moment in the gym.
Why you have his head get up like that?
That shitty head he had, and And somebody said, well, Angel said you had loaded gloves. I'm like, no, it wasn't. They wasn't loaded. They was old gloves. No, they wasn't. They had
The
one.
gloves inspiring?
Yeah, no, it wasn't that kind of. It was people was making up stuff, and that wasn't what it was. And I was doing, you know, you do your
Abs.
your abs, throwing your legs up, somebody throw your feet back.
Yeah.
The next day after Angel got cut and he had to go home, he was getting ready to fight Sosa, Victoriano Sosa.
Yeah.
And he got cut. I'll never forget it. Arturo comes in. I'm down there doing my legs. He's talking about, I see you sitting the cocksucker home. I'm like, what the fuck?
Damn, that's beef, boy.
Beef.
Damn.
I went down and did, man.
He gave you a couple of dollars?
No, he gave me. I said, I've been looking at this new Cadillac Escalade. Fuck you. He walked off. But we would just do, man. But we all had good camps together. Like practical jokes. I play practical jokes on Arturo.
Who was the best practical joker?
I was the best practical joker.
So what practical joke did you do to Arturo?
But he got me in the end. He got me with the last practical joke.
So tell me yours to him.
I would always do stuff like I pour all the water out the bottles and put the bottles up on the ring. He won't have no water. Do stuff like that. I take the only water. There was 2 water bottles. I hide them. I do stuff like I do kid like stuff that we do. He's like, I'm gonna fucking get him. I'd be like I take his bag, hide it where he can't find it. I know fucking Nate did it. I do stuff like that. It's just little stuff we do. One night, my daughter was down. One of my daughters, I ain't gonna call her name. She was down and she got her time of the month came, and she was like, I didn't know she was getting it.
Right.
And she called her mama all over.
How old was she?
I want to say she was 13.
Okay.
And she called her mama all the way up in Jacksonville, say, Mommy, I'm having this problem, blah, blah, blah. And she didn't want to tell me. And so her mama called me on my cell phone and said, she said so she having her time. And I said, oh, okay. What she need? What kind? She need always this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. I know what kind we going with. She said, she said, well, for her get the thins because it's not really flow heavy yet right now. So we gonna, all right. So I said, I'm going to the store. Y'all want something? Yeah, we want snacks, blah, blah, blah. So they only had one little snack. They wanted a couple snacks they wanted. So I jumped my butt up and went to the store. So I go to the store. It's a CVS and a Walgreens. So I think I go to the Walgreens. So everybody shops at Walgreens. That's the only one you gonna go to right down in Vero. So I go in, man, I'm buying toilet paper and napkins. I don't even need this. They provide all this at the living area. I got Midol. But I got always up there on the counter.
You had to disguise.
Yeah, I got all these snacks, cakes, and ice cream.
Right.
And so Arturo comes in, him and Teddy, his strength and conditioning guy, come in. So they walk in and like, Arturo's coming in the door. I'm like, what's up? Yeah, I'm like, So he come walking by the counter. When he could have just kept going where he was going. So he walks by the counter and looked and I said, okay, hey. So Teddy goes in the back. So I was like, So he's standing here, I'm standing here. I'm like, he looks over me like, excuse me, takes his arm and moves me out of the way, pardon me, and reaches over and grabs the people's microphone and says, I need a price check for always, blah, 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 up on the counter for Nate Campbell. And gave it back and said, see you tomorrow in camp. To the gym. I'm like, oh.
God.
And these are the kind of things we do. But Arturo was just that guy, man. He was just that. He was. If you were around him and you weren't happy, it was. If you didn't like him, it was something wrong with you. He was a totally likable guy, and you had to love Arturo. And took me to Ground Zero. I had never been to the Twin Towers, and never been. And I said, man, I never been. He's like, what? Asked the guy to we getting ready to go to Mickey Ward, this 2 fight. And we do the last press conference.
Actually, that's the first time I met Arturo at the 2 fight. That's the one he broke his hand.
Shattered it.
He's like, look, I shattered my hand.
He shattered it.
And then we went.
I fought the co-main event.
Yeah, because he came right back afterwards.
Yes, he did.
And I remember because the Sopranos were at that fight too. And then I met him again at the 3rd one.
And he
great guy.
Great guy. He said, you never been? I said, no. He said, how the fuck you? Hey, yo, could you turn around right quick and go by the World Trade Center, this area? He says, a hole in the ground, but you got to see it. And he drove me over, man. He drove me over and got out and just and gave me like a tour. Cause I'm a Southern boy. I really wasn't,
Run into that big city.
Right. No, and dude, just that great dude, man. And it was another funny thing happened. Funny story. His strength guy lived in New York. Was from New York City, and him and his girl was going through it. His wife was going through it, so they were separated. So she was trying to get back with him. I guess where she was acting up, but he messed around and told her, said he didn't want to hang out, basically. Nah, I'm good. I'm done. Puerto Rican girl wasn't hearing that. So she came, we were staying at the Southgate Plaza, which is the Affinia now.
Yeah.
All us was Arturo room was across from his room was on top of mine. So I didn't know that though. So boom, 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 boom. About 2 in the morning, boom, boom, boom. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I get on the phone and call him and say, yo, what up with the noise up there, man? Kill that noise up there. All right, cool. I hang the phone up. Boom, 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 boom. Fuck that. I put on my robe. I had this real nice robe. I put a robe on, house shoes, sweat on.
Your Ric Flair robe?
Yeah, I had a nice robe. And I go upstairs, boom, boom, boom. He opened the door. I'm like, oh, hey, oh. His face all red. You tell they been getting at it up there. She kicking his ass up there.
Yeah.
He told me, my bad, champ. I said, oh, you gonna hear about this? I said, keep that shit down. And went downstairs. And the next day in the limo, I said, you told Arturo what happened? Arturo told me, what happened? He all fucking good story. What happened? He was like dozing off. I said, Freddie, you told Arturo what happened? What happened? Man, I said, girl kicked his ass up there. He told me, no. And we was like, look, we laughed the whole time. And he was just that guy, man. He was that guy. Arturo was that guy.
Being at camp with Buddy McGirt, did you ever come across Al Serta?
You know what? No. But I met Al Serta, and he loved Buddy.
Yeah.
He loved Buddy. He said, Buddy's whole career went through his dick. His whole career went through his dick. Yeah. Al Serta was that guy, man. And Buddy just said, there's certain guys that can polish us off and just rough us up.
Right.
And usually our trainers and our dads. They're like our dads in most cases.
Right.
Al Serta loved Buddy. I think to him that was his crowning achievement. Buddy McGirt was his kid. That was his guy.
How was he as a person? Did you meet him besides that? Or?
No, he just loved Buddy. You can tell he loved Buddy. Mm-hmm. And Buddy was the most fun though. Buddy was, who you with? Hey, who you with? Camp was always wild with Buddy, man.
It's like Brooklyn in him.
Yeah. Oh, that's Buddy. Big old cigar in his mouth. That's Buddy, man. You got Buddy. Buddy taught me so much, and I didn't realize what he taught me at the time because I was a sponge. I wanted to learn so much. But Buddy taught me so much more than I even knew until I went elsewhere.
What's the most important thing you think you learned from Buddy?
Jab to the chest.
Jab to the chest.
Jab to the chest, baby. Hit him in the chest, baby. Hit him in the chest.
What's the importance?
It knocks a man's rhythm off, his timing off, and it takes a lot of energy out of him. Yeah, I hit the guy right there. Boom! And he said, you had to hand it. Shit, hit his hands. Buddy told a dude one time, I never forget, Buddy McGirt told him about me. He said, what is Nate Campbell going to give when he has nothing else to give? Oh, we're going to find something. He said, what makes Nate Campbell different? They were nuts and guts, baby, nuts and guts. He said, Nate got nuts and guts. You can't discourage him. And I thought that was cool that your trainer see that. He said, you got to be tough to fight Nate because Nate fight inside. You got to be tough to fight Nate. There was no give up, no give, no back up in me at that point in my life. I just had to have it. And Buddy did his best to try to give me another gift.
Were you managed by the same manager at Serta, or?
No, I was managed by a guy by the name of Jim Waldrop at the time.
Okay. And
Jimmy Waldrop is a Hall of Fame matchmaker, like a father to me. And Jimmy is just that guy. Roy Jones his whole life. Roy Jones nicknamed him Biggin.
Biggin?
The Biggin. That's his name. That's the Biggin, baby. That's what Jimmy. That's how Jimmy. Oh God, that's the Biggin, baby. Roy called him Biggin. If you ever see Roy and you see him and Jimmy together, he don't call him Jimmy, call him Biggin.
Why call him Biggin?
Because Jimmy used to be big.
Oh, okay.
He lost weight, but he's still Biggin. He's still a Biggin. That's the Biggin, baby. That's the way Jimmy talked. Somebody asked Jimmy about me one time, say I was 3-0 with 3 knockouts. He said, you gonna put Nate Campbell in with that 7-0 kid with 5 knockouts? That kid's a pit bull. I don't know nothing about the pit bull, but I got a goddamn sharp play, and ain't no cat hair in his shit. He'll cold T fight.
How'd you hook up with Buddy McGirt?
Jimmy. Jimmy got me signed to Main Events, and Main Events told me they found out I was training myself. I was 19
You
over.
were training yourself?
I was 19 over 17 knockouts, still training myself basically.
How do you train yourself? You held a pad with your left?
No,
with your
I
right?
would go to gyms and get mitt work from anybody that would give it. And I was in Savannah at the time, so they would work with me. But as far as the training, I didn't have a trainer. They worked my corner, but I was a finished product at that point.
Damn, you came up hard.
I came up hard, man.
You came up hard. You trained in...
I still do.
I heard of people self-promote and self-manage. You trained yourself?
Myself, man. From about 5-0 to 10-0, 10 from like 13-0 to 19-0. I was training myself. I had people.
So you were 19-0, your own trainer.
Yeah. I had guys in the gym that work my corner, work with me. Hell, here's what happened. I go train in Savannah as a sparring partner. Mm-hmm. All I need to do is give me water. You have to tell me shit. I was gonna get it done. I was gonna figure it out. And Jimmy Waters would call me for a fight, and I go out and Jimmy would work my corner. I wrap my own hands.
Wait, hold on.
I wrap my own hands for my title fight.
Your own
I still wrap my own hands to this day.
your fights.
Yeah, I wrap my hands for the world title when I fought Juan Diaz.
You wrap both your hands?
Yes, I did.
And the commission comes.
Either John David would rap. John David got what he rapping it sometime, but for that world title fight, I wrap my own hands. Dude, I had to be totally self-sufficient. And people talk, oh man, Nate, this, that. Dude, I had to be totally self-sufficient. But you wouldn't understand that because you got a white wife.
I was just about to say, man, that's really some straight up keep it black shit right there. I don't want a white man wrapping my hands. Was you part of the commission too, and you checked your own rap?
No, man. To this day, man, a lot of the old heads in the commission that I'm going to the Hall of Fame in Florida, they'll tell you, man. Zab Judy's daddy. You ever get a chance to talk to Joel Judah?
Yeah.
Walk up to him and say, man, tell me what it was like watching Nate Campbell come up.
Yeah.
Oh man. Son, yo, son.
You got the Brooklyn down.
Yo, son, yo, son.
Yo, son, word
to the mother, me. Word life. This motherfucker
Kid
came
used to wash his own hands.
Dude,
son.
I'd be in the back rapping, and I tell a joke about it. I'd be in the back rapping my hand. And first fight, they call him out. Now you I'd be like down in the selection by this time because I was fighting the guys with the more fights. All right, hey, you know, the guys, they be clapping and everything, getting amped up to go out there. Right. By 3-4 minutes later, by 5 minutes later, they come back. What happened? I got caught with a body shot. Oh, damn. I'm still rapping. Hey. Hey, next fight. Come on. Boom. What happened? I got hit with the right hand. About 3-4 fights in, you realize, I'm in the loser's corner. You rub your hands.
They got you on the B side.
Yeah, on the B side, baby. Yeah. And back then was the red corner. The red corner was the B side back in the day, I think.
Okay.
Oh, it was the blue side. Well, I think the blue corner now is the home corner.
Man, that's cool.
Yeah, but boy, Zab Judah said that Emo came up hard. Like the Mitchells, Eric and the Mitchell twins. No, the Mitchell twins. The two Eric, I forget their name. The Mitchell twins. The two Mitchell twins. They from around this area here. Mm-hmm. They'll tell you, man, we used to be in them corners together many a night. Both of all us knockout artists by ourselves, Jack. Like in the back, like I'm telling you, I done went to a fight one time and Jimmy say, tell me when you need me, baby. Tell me when you need me. I come in and hit me with Jimmy. Pow, 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 pow. He said, good God Almighty, this some gun is sharp as a razor, boy. I come to camp. I made him a vow, man. I made Jimmy a vow. I'll never be out of shape, and I'll never be out of shape. I'll always be ready to fight. I'll never turn a fight down.
Never?
I turned one fight down my whole career in 50 fights.
What fight was that?
David Diaz. They wanted me to come to East St. Louis, but they didn't want to pay no money. And I was number one.
You was the number one contender.
I was in top 2 or something at 135. They didn't want to pay no money. They didn't want to pay no money. Okay. And I'm like, dude, I'll go fighting, but a top rank got to come up with some bread. So we'll give you 25. Nah, I done fought too hard to get here. You ain't finna just get me with that one. And I'm like, I'm basically going to Chicago to fight it. East St. Louis. Nah, we're not doing that. And that was the only time I ever said no. Not because I was scared of David, because David could have got the smoke. He know it. We would have been right there, and he would have fought me. But you gonna pay me for this one. And it would have. I think that it would have hurt. It would have hurt him because if I'm gonna win. As far as I'm concerned, I would have won. As far as I was concerned, I'm the puncher. You got to show me something. You like all them punches. I'd have been in your behind. He loses, he don't become champion. So I think it's a good thing I did it.
It's a big risk for that.
It was a big risk. It was a bigger risk for him than it was for me. I can punch. I can dig myself out of any corner. One shot.